Take a moment and really think about this. We are the same species that learned how to control fire. That single act was a revolution. Fire gave us warmth against the cold, protection from predators, and it cooked our food, unlocking nutrients our bodies needed to grow. For the first time, we bent nature to our will. We didn't stop there. We invented language. This wasn't just a series of grunts and sounds. It was the original network protocol. Language allowed us to share complex ideas, to cooperate in ways no other species could. It enabled us to pass knowledge from one generation to the next, building the very foundations of culture. With language, we could plan, dream, and build together. Then came agriculture. We stopped being nomads, chasing food across the land. We learned to plant seeds, to cultivate the earth, and to harvest our own sustenance. This created a surplus, something never before seen in our history. That surplus allowed some of us to stop farming and become something else. Artisans, builders, leaders. Cities rose from the fertile ground, and with them, civilization was born. To manage these new, complex societies, we invented writing. Suddenly, knowledge could outlive the person who discovered it. Ideas could travel across vast distances and through time itself, preserved on clay, papyrus, and paper. We developed mathematics, the language of the universe, allowing us to understand the patterns of reality. With these tools, we engineered wonders, bridges that spanned impossible gaps, machines that multiplied our strength, and eventually, rockets that would touch the heavens. Think about the chain of invention. The wheel, metallurgy, the compass, the printing press, gunpowder, clocks. Each one a monumental leap, building on the one before. We didn't just survive on this planet, we completely transformed it. The steam engine roared to life, launching the Industrial Revolution. We harnessed the invisible power of electricity, lighting up our nights and powering our cities. The telegraph, telephone, and radio shrank the world, connecting continents in an instant. The internal combustion engine gave us unprecedented mobility, freeing us to travel wherever we pleased. Refrigeration changed how we eat, preserving our food and our medicines. And sanitation systems, the unsung heroes of our history, quietly saved more lives than almost any other invention by giving us clean water. Then, in the last century, the pace quickened to a blur. The transistor, the tiny switch that powers our entire digital world, the computer, the internet, satellites orbiting above, giving us GPS and a global perspective. We built airplanes that crossed oceans in hours, jet engines that screamed through the sky, and rockets that carried us beyond our atmosphere. We landed on the moon. We built a space station, a permanent outpost among the stars. We didn't just conquer the visible world, we harnessed the invisible forces of the universe. We unlocked the power of the atom with nuclear energy. We captured the light of our star with solar power, and the movement of the air with wind turbines. We stored this energy in lithium-ion batteries. We sent information at the speed of light through fiber optics. Lasers, once the stuff of science fiction, are now in our factories and our hospitals. We turned our gaze inward, developing MRI and CT scanners to see inside the human body without a single cut. And now, with CRISPR, we are on the verge of editing the very code of life itself. Today, we live in a world of artificial intelligence, machine learning, robotics, 3D printing, and nanotechnology. Global supply chains, a silent, invisible miracle, coordinate the actions of billions of people every single day to deliver whatever we need right to our doorstep. Just take a step back, zoom out and look at this species. We can manipulate individual atoms, we can orbit other planets, we can decode our own DNA and harness the energy of stars. We are, by any measure, brilliant, and yet, we still don't truly understand consciousness, the very thing that makes us who we are. We still haven't figured out how to cooperate effectively on a global scale. We haven't learned how to align our immense power with wisdom. Our technology has raced ahead, but our emotional and psychological maturity has been left far behind. We are putting civilization-ending power into the hands of a species with the same basic Stone Age psychology we've had for millennia, and we're just hoping for the best. This is the crossroads we now face. The greatest challenges of our time don't care about our divisions. Climate change doesn't respect borders. Nuclear weapons don't check passports. Pandemics don't wait for political debates to conclude. Artificial intelligence, in its relentless advance, doesn't care about nations or flags. At this point in our history, getting along is not a feel-good moral choice. It is a fundamental survival requirement. The real danger isn't some cartoon villain we can all point to and defeat. The real danger is the bystander. It's the vast majority of ordinary, good people who are waiting too long to grow up, waiting for someone else to solve the problem. History teaches us a harsh lesson. Civilizations don't collapse because of a few monsters. They collapse because ordinary people stay silent when they should have spoken up. Silence is never neutral. It always sides with the status quo, with the most powerful force, with whatever is causing the most harm. It is a quiet consent. We have mastered fire, the atom, and the machine. The next great challenge, the final frontier, is to master something that should be far simpler. Not destroying ourselves. In the face of existential threats, no religion, no nation, no identity matters. If we cannot pass this one basic test, learning to live together as one species on one planet. Our time for making excuses is over. The choice before us is stark and unforgiving. We either evolve, unite, and take collective responsibility for our future, or we become a cautionary tale in the cosmic history books. The brilliant species that was too smart for its own good, but not wise enough to survive. We are smart enough. We have proven that beyond any doubt. The only question that remains is whether we are wise enough. And that wisdom has to start with each of us. Not tomorrow, not next year. Right now. We can build rockets, we can split atoms, we can edit the code of life itself. The next great leap for humanity isn't technological, it's human. It's time to grow up. There's no more time left.